Thing is Creations.
What a crazy two and crazy hey!
Crazy family tree. A crazy family tree. The stories I could tell you about my crazy family and me. My crazy family and me. My crazy family tree.
What's up, fam? This is... yes, you're listening to My Crazy Family Tree. My name is Lotta.
And my name is Kiki.
Every time she forgets that I am one and she is two. And, welcome everyone, I guess. This is our second episode.
Yes.
Crazy Family Tree. Oh my God, that song really, it gets in your head and it gets stuck.
Yeah.
But in a good way. My kids, they run around the house singing that song like all the time.
They were my inspiration to the song.
I could totally see that.
Have we said that we are in-laws?
We are in-laws. Yes, we are.
Is that what it's called?
I'm married to her brother.
Are we in? Is that...
In-laws, or is that only the pair? No.
Don't quit.
Don't question me. Don't question me. We have a corrections corner thing in Bob. We have to go through.
I'm going to get corrected twice.
Yes, you're going to get corrected twice, and I'm going to get corrected once. Wah, wah. Don't question me, like she said. But the thing is, one of those things were actually both right and wrong. So you're in the clear. But listen to me. We've got some people have said stuff about our first episode, and it's mostly good stuff. Yay! But my father, he has worked in, as I said, a radio host. He's like, you got to get to the point. You can't start blibbity blabbing right away, like that. The thing is, I always say that, and that's why my business is called Thing is Productions.
You know that you're...
No, Thing is Creations, man.
My husband, because now we're getting off topic here, but my husband said yesterday that your husband, my brother, is sending in the application for your own business.
Yes.
And I'm like, ooh, that is close, because I gave you guys a month.
Yeah, but we're
at
cutting
the end
close.
of the month. I said, at the end of the month, you should have started your own company. That's what I said.
We're always cutting it close, Kiki. Don't you know us? I mean, you grew up with him.
You were so nervous.
I hate it. So Jon is gonna take the first. Jon is my husband, her brother. He's gonna take the first rowing things with the row thing, the oars.
Rowy row.
So I don't have to think about it right now, because then my head will burst into 5 million little pieces and it will splatter against the wall, and that's very hard to clean up. Anyways, my father,
yes.
He said that we shouldn't blibbity blab so much. So I will say to people, we're gonna tell you stories. And if you don't want to hear the blibbity blabs, then you can skip forward a little bit, because we're gonna blibbity blabs. I have 3 stories today. Kiki says she only has one. Again. So you gotta send in your stories. I mean, it's fun. We will laugh at them and we will talk about them, or we will cry about them.
Or get mad.
Or get mad.
time.
Yes.
I'm still upset about the April Fools.
Yes, and there will be more April Fools today, girl.
I do not like April Fools.
Well, you're just gonna have to hop on this April Fools train, because it's gonna come for you.
Don't send us your April Fools stories.
Send them. I would love to hear them. Kiki will love to hear them too.
No.
Yes, she wills. So, if you don't like the blibbity blabs, there will be stories, and you can skippity hops. But now we're gonna have correction corner. So are we gonna make a jingle for that or something?
Maybe it should be when I loudly and proudly say, "Don't question me."
Yes, don't question me corner. That is the thing. But
it is our correction corner.
Yes, I will do something with your "don't question me" thing that you did. And I will clippity-clip something together so we will have a little jingle with your Don't Question Me. Oh, that is going to be so
I
perfect.
don't know which language is my language because I'm not good at Swedish and I'm not good at English either.
That's not
or,
true,
I'm sorry,
though.
either.
That's not true, though, Keeksters.
It's so true.
No, it's not. Are you ready for to listen to me telling you what you did wrong?
Please.
No,
I love that.
I actually did something wrong too, I think. But let's see.
Don't question me.
I'm gonna take up my little phone and I'm gonna say, first thing, curator, like we talked about. And Kiki got so mad when I talked up in the kitchen before we went down to the studio. She said like, well, it is curated. Did you just check one page? Well, then she started to Google a little bit.
I went to Cambridge
and then
Dictionary.
Well, not even Cambridge thought that you were right, and then you put your hat on the table, and you
spit on it,
and then you went and you walked off a cliff. You swam to the shore again, climbed up, and said, "I was wrong."
That's not a thing.
No, that's not. I don't know. I just painted you a story like we like, but. It actually means when you work at a museum or something like that.
Isn't that what you said, though?
Yes. When you work at a museum, you're you're a curator.
I mean, isn't that what you said in the episode?
Did I? I don't think I did.
Oh.
Then I thought you said creator.
Oh, yeah.
So that you were an Instagram star.
Well, it's a counselor.
Yes, it's a counselor. Exactly. But whatever. Everyone knew what we meant.
But I would love if somebody like, well, Kathy isn't all that wrong. Or Kiki isn't all that wrong. Yeah, that would be great.
Yes, if anyone has someone who listens is like, well, actually, in this town of South
a correction on the
Wisconsin,
correction corner.
Yes, there is... No, you mean, don't question me corner. We're gonna be wrong.
A lot.
So yes,
mostly I.
No, that's not true, Keeksters. That's not true. That is not true. Okay, next thing. You were both right and wrong.
But the bare arms.
Yes. When did you live in Wisconsin?
2003 to 2007.
Okay. Then you couldn't...
Nay,
okay.
2008.
Between those years, you couldn't actually... bare arms out in the streets. You had to, everyone could own a gun, but you had to have it in a box by itself, and you had to have the ammunition somewhere else.
Like in a safe?
Yes, like in a safe. You had to keep it.
Like the normal thing to do?
Yes, the thing that they shouldn't have changed. Because now, since the 1st of November 2011, let me now read from Wikipedia. Wikipedia, like who you should support. Actually, they seem to have it real rough right now because they always say like, give us some money, you
Donate.
know. But now they're like, please give us some money. They have like, you have to scroll a long time to get away from the give us money things because they seem desperate. Anyways, Wisconsin is an open carry state with the right to bear arms, meaning anyone who is not otherwise barred from carrying a legal firearm may do so as long as they are in a public location, a building they own, a private establishment that isn't licensed to sell alcohol, or a public building. So you can actually have one on your hip out in the open to show everyone, look at me, I have guns, so don't fuck with me. You know, it's terrible.
It is terrible.
I mean, hey, let's take a step back, right? And do not open the doors for firearms. Close them, you know?
Yes.
Close them, please. Don't do that.
A few steps back with that.
Yes.
And with the abortion thing. Let's move forward.
Yes.
And beyond.
Yeah, and beyond. Yeah, let just women own their own bodies and stop shooting people.
Amen.
Is that so hard?
What did you do wrong?
What did I do wrong? I was trying to sweep that under the rug. No, I thought many times I said in Southern America all the time, but the southern of USA, not America, because then I could talk about like Colombia or stuff. I don't know, you know. because it's South America and North America, and I'm talking about North America.
Oh,
The southernmost part of
Colombia.
North
Okay,
America.
got
You
it.
know what I mean?
Mhm.
I can't like, because America is much bigger than United States.
Yes.
So that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to be like, come on.
Don't question me.
Because
Colombia.
oh yeah, she's doing some dance here. Oh, she's
Don't
wiggling.
you know what movie that is?
No.
Da 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 da.
Okay, come
Da
on.
da 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 da.
What is this?
Da da da. The what? Encanto.
Oh, do they sing that? Oh, yes,
Yeah.
they do. I love that movie.
At the end, they sing Colombia.
Oh, I love that one with the about the butterflies. La cosa pizza, poti patata, nubidi babas, nibidi
Dos
flaba.
oruguitas.
Dos oruguitas, just that's right. Did you know what I actually found out? Because I listened to a podcast way before Encanto came out, where they talked about these 3 Mexican sisters who fought against what's it called? In Colombia, by that time they had it was it wasn't a government thing. It was like evil peoples that
Witches and
that took
warlocks.
care of the country, and it was like raping and like
Ew.
a lot of bad stuff going on. And these 3 girls, they were like, nope, we're not having any of this, and they were called the what's it called?
Oruguitas.
Oruguitas.
The butterflies.
Yes. And as I heard this story, it was so much like Encanto, because they were like, they became almost like saints. They fought against, and they had their father with them, their mother with them, and they fought against.
this?
Yeah, it was
Why don't you
super
Google
cool.
it? What it's
Oh,
called?
I don't know. Can you Google it, people? I can't Google stuff. They were cool. They were cool, man, because one of these sisters got very like, she was that evil guy that had control over their city tried to be like, hey, you want to be with me, girl, you know? And she was like, no.
There were 4 sisters.
There were 4 sisters.
Patricia, Dede, Minerva, and Maria Teresa.
Yes.
That's my name.
Ooh.
Katarina Maria Teresa is my name.
Do you
Oh my
hear?
God. Grew up in a happy and loving home in the Dominican Republic.
Okay. Maybe not. But it sounded so much just with the Oruguitas thing, and it was like in Encanto they are running away from the police,
evil
the
people.
evil people that like shooting people, and I think some of these sisters got murdered, and it was very dark. But in the end,
It was a dictator.
it was a dictator. Okay, and
A dick.
a dictator. But they actually.
Wait. I'm sorry. Continue.
They
I'm talking
actually their resistance and their resilience in their they turned it around, so actually they made everything better for everyone in the end. I think it was cool. It was cool anyways, and she's collecting her thoughts. She's thinking about this is also something that would be a don't question me corner, because I'm probably very wrong in my statements.
No, but they're called the Mirabal?
Yeah, that's also one.
Mirabal sisters.
Yes, the Mirabal sisters, and there was also something about Oruguitas.
Mariposas, the butterflies.
Mariposa, that's right.
Well, what's Oruguitas? Can that be caterpillars then?
I don't know. Oh my God, so many don't question me corners next week. We are
2 weeks.
yes, 2 weeks apart every episode to begin with. But if you like give us 1,000 of emails, we could do this a weekly thing.
1,000 emails.
At least. We want to be like, oh, this is a hard pick. That's what we want, you know?
Yeah.
And also, before we start with our stories, I want to say, and I have other things too, but I want to say thank you to people who have listened and given us a chance on our first episode.
Was it 300 plays?
No. 300 plays?
Well, you got that chicka chicka chick,
No,
and then you
yeah.
had this play thing symbol, and it was 300.
Oh, but it was 300 plays on one of my reels. No,
Uh-huh.
unfortunately not on the actual podcast.
Oh, well,
But-
that was misleading.
Yeah, it was misleading, but people who might be like, "Oh my god, that's awesome!" But we got some listeners up in the hundreds at least.
That's nice.
That's not bad for a first episode.
Keep on spreading.
Yeah,
Like the herpes.
spread the word
Like the gonorrhea.
and the TBC
like
that's
the
coming
syphilis.
back. Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
come
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel
and
it.
whooping cough is coming back. And
Yes.
whooping cough is coming back.
In Sweden, it actually is.
Yeah.
Vaccinate.
Vaccinate.
Nice. We're so synced. We said vaccinate at the same time. Oh my god.
Vaccinate.
Vaccinate. Oh, we are on fire.
Fire!
Oh my god. So, okay, more blibbity blabby.
Oh, more.
How are you doing, girl? You have something
Girl,
new?
I am out of work.
Yeah, but you're still on vacation, right?
No. No.
You don't even get vacation money?
Well, yeah, I get semesterersättning.
Well, that's right, because then you're still on vacation. They give you the vacation money you collected during your working time.
Yes.
Yes.
So I get my money, but I'm actually unemployed.
Yeah.
So
So
maybe unemployable.
even
Who knows?
you're employable, yes.
Unemployable.
No, definitely not.
Unemployable?
She's the hottest on the market, people. So that's why before someone snatches her, you got to get this podcast rolling so we can keep on giving you the goods, you know?
You know. Yeah. So that's. I had my last day yesterday,
Yeah.
and it felt good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all good with that. And other than that, you know, takes a while to get into the vacation mode
Yeah. Yes.
for the body to relax and
Yeah, and to like figure out this new way of
Rhythm.
living. Yeah, the rhythm of vacation, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I had a panic attack 2 weeks ago,
Fun.
and so I think this vacation is just what I need.
Yes, I really think that is something we all need right now.
Yeah. How about you,
Well,
Lotta?
I have 2 more weeks of work. Today I have a sick leave day because I have had some psychological issues. No, not right like that. But I mean, do you say like that you hit the wall or something?
Burnt out?
I got burnt out, and now I'm slowly starting to get to work again. But I'm still on 50% sick leave still. So I'm slowly like a little snail. I'm crawling upwards back to my ordinary working mode, taking it easy. So I'm working from home. I need to tell people because that's an important thing for the thing I'm going to tell you now.
Oh,
Because it's kind of funny.
okay.
Have you noticed, because I have 3 daughters.
Mm-hmm. I have noticed this.
You have noticed this. You have met them.
The 3
very
daughters,
nice,
yes.
very nice daughters. Twinsies that are younger, and then and a onesie that are older. A onesie,
is.
and they are now on summer play school. Can you call it like that? Is it like play school when it's not? I mean, after school hours, after school hangout thing on school grounds.
I'm afraid to say anything.
But it's okay. We just put it in the don't question me corner. It's okay. And have you noticed that when you go get your kids, if one of your kids' friends see you, they run and they scream like, kids' names, your mom is here, I can see your mom. You know that thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So yesterday I got called by my older daughter to be like, Mom, I spilled stuff on my shirt, and she knows that I'm working from home. Can you please come with another shirt for me? And I was like, okay, that's fine, as long as the smaller children don't see me, because then they hang on to me and they don't want me to leave, and I had meetings and stuff. So I walk over there and I try the doors, but they have them locked during summer vacation playtime school, so they can go on like excursions and stuff. So I walk to the door and oh, it's locked. And I see a girl staring at me.
Oh, no.
A little girl
No.
with glasses. She's just staring at me. And I can see her brain.
Scary.
I can see her brain like connecting dots, going through the like her catalog of
Whose
parents.
mother is this?
Whose mother is this? Whose mother is this? And I was like, why is she? She just stood there, all still. And I could see the red dot. You know that red web on a cork mat. When like
when
like
you're going to
science, you know,
like when you're going to figure out the murder.
Yes,
Oh,
the like criminal mind map of red web. She was like, and then all of a sudden she turns around and she runs, and I'm like, oh
Then
no.
you run.
Then I don't run because that would be too conspicuous. I walk super fast away. There's like a bicycle parking stuff where the kids can put their bikes, and there's like this wall, and I walk the fastest I can. This is kind of a long way to walk, and I stand behind the wall, and then I hear. I mean, this is like 20 meters. I don't know what that's called in like. It's like
Let's say 1.5 feet.
yeah, no, it's more. Many feet. Pitter patters. And then I hear, she was here just a second ago. And I hear them like, and then my eldest daughter comes out with on the door that's by this bicycle thingamabobs, but I'm behind the wall. So she's like walking out to the bicycle parking lot. And I was like, hi. And she was like, oh my God. She got so scared because I was like jumping at her with a t-shirt.
Hi.
I just had to, because I thought it was so funny with a girl, and I felt the feeling she recognizes me, and I didn't recognize that girl. And she was like glasses, and her arm was in those. She has broken her arm, so it's in one of those like bandages up around your neck thing, and she just stood there, all still, like 10 meters from me, just staring, and I felt the ominous.
She stood 5 children feet away from you.
No, more like at least if I
Children's feet.
Like at least 30 long grown-up leg walks away from me.
Oh.
So it was like really
Her
scary.
eyesight is good.
Yeah, but she had glasses, so
Oh, you know.
you know.
It's bad.
That's just the thing I wanted to tell you. Now do you have something more? Do you have something more to tell us? Or are we going to leave the blibbity blabs?
Let's leave the blibbity blabs.
Okay, how are we going to do this now, girl?
You start.
Well, I'm gonna start with the April Fool's thing because you love April Fool things. Let's see here. Well, okay, the first story of the day, man. How do you feel?
I'm tired already.
Oh no. Well, let me tell you about some poop.
Ooh.
This is also the 90s. I like the 90s. I think most of my own stories is gonna be from the 90s. You know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it was that school, the actual school where I saw that little kid who ran and got my twin kids. That was my school. And all day, I think I was in 6th grade. I have a best friend. My best friend's name was. He lived just the street above from mine, and we were each other's besties. And we often took long walks with my dogs, Greta and Gibson. That's what they would call it. Was their poodles, like those, the biggest kind. Now she's binkety bonking with her microphone. Anyways, so me and we talked all day, like, we're not gonna April Fools each other, you know? No, we're not gonna do that, because we both didn't really like it. But then the little devil on my shoulder thought out a plan. So we decided to, after school, we were gonna go for a walk with my dogs. So I asked my dad to buy some chocolate pudding. Because the thing about, he's really scared of poop. That's his thing. He was like scared of poop. So when the dogs pooped, he was like, oh my God, he needed to walk away from it so I can pick it up and he didn't have to see it, you know. So that was perfect for my little plan. So I made the chocolate pudding. I put it in a poopy bag. And we went for our walk. So I had this chocolate pudding bag in my jacket. We were walking and I said, oh, I can see that Gibson is going to take a dookie. So you just walk a little further ahead.
Dookie? Isn't dookie something you smoke?
No, a dookie dukes. Are you gonna make a Dookie Dukes? I say that to my kids all the time. Is it a Dookie Dukes? Okay, you Google that shit. Anyway, so as I pretend to bend over to pick up his poo, this was so good plan because it was behind this. We were on the schoolyard, and they have this big boxes where they planted rose bushes and stuff. So I was behind one of these boxes. And was going straight down to the bicycle parking place that I talked about later. And there's benches there. So he sat down on a bench and I pretended to pick up poop. Mm-hmm. So I came to him with a poopy bag and he was like, can you throw that away? Because we're sitting down on the bench and like talking a little bit. And I was like, have you ever thought, what does poop taste like? And he's like, no, I haven't thought about that. Go throw it in the trash can. And I was like, well, maybe. I thought this one smelled kind of good.
Ew.
And he was like, no. And I slowly opened a knot on the bag. And I looked down in it. And by this time, he was standing up in panic. He was like, no, don't do it. And I smell it. I said, it doesn't smell that bad. And he was now out of his own body. I imagine him soaring above this, looking from above.
So evil.
That is kind of evil. But then I take my little hand very slowly, dramatically, put it down in the poopy bag. And I pull my finger up with a brown chocolate pudding on my finger. And I was like, I'm going to try this. And he is now screaming. And he's running away from me. And I was like, put it in my mouth. Licking it out. And I was like, you should taste this. This is wonderful. And you're crazy. You're crazy. He's all. And then I say, of course, say, April Fools. April Fools. But he didn't believe me. He was like, no, this is not true. I was like, it's chocolate pudding. It's chocolate pudding. You can smell it. He didn't dare to smell in the bag. It took me a long time to convince him to smell the contents of this bag. And, well, let's just say that he was not very happy with me for that.
Ew. That is so evil when you know someone's so scared.
Yeah, he was really scared. But I laughed. I laughed so hard. And my mom and dad laughed so hard. So long after.
Everybody laughed at
Everybody laughed at but he never did anything
but
like that.
Did not
No.
laugh.
I thought there was some kind of like, there was a tension between us that was a maybe romantic little thingamabobs.
No, it was hate.
No, but after he got over this, I promise you.
Did he?
I don't know.
Are you sure?
Well,
maybe he's traumatized
we're
for
not
life.
friends anymore.
There you
We're
go.
still friends, but we don't talk to each other.
There you go.
I noticed that maybe he was in love with me when I, one Christmas, gave him a poster of Homer eating a donut. And I got a gold-plated little angel necklace, real gold, bought at our jewelry store.
Oh, my God.
And I was like, well, I got you a poster at least. Oh, anyways. Thank you for that story, and I'm sorry.
Thank you for that story.
Yeah, thank you
Who
for me.
Are you thanking yourself?
I am thanking for giving me the so that I could create this in one time in my life, tell it in a podcast studio that is called My Crazy Family Tree. Thank you very much.
Crazy Family Tree.
Come on. Kiki, what are you doing on your phone? I feel like...
Well, it's not a dookie. That's a poo-poo.
Yeah?
I was thinking about doobie.
A doobie.
I think it's called doobie.
Yeah, a doobie is like those fat ones with marijuana in them.
Like we know what we're talking about. Those fat ones.
Those fat ones that we all seen in movies. I've never tried any drugs.
Well, I'm taking out my story.
Oh, you're taking out your story. Oh, she's now she's taking out her papyrus scroll. She's untying the little beautiful rosette she has.
Rosette.
She's rolling it up. And it's so fragile. It's almost like it's made out of flour. So it's like whisking away in the edges. Oldest time.
The story is oldest time.
From what year is this story?
2020.
Oh my God, that's very...
something.
That's like yesterday.
No, not 20. 2019?
2019. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. You look so tired. Stop it.
I'm tired.
Don't
I'm
be
so
tired. You have more stories to come, lady.
I know. How am I supposed to do this?
Well, I don't know, but just get your act together.
I was up to 2:00 last night.
Why?
I was watching Happy Valley.
Vacay mode. Happy Valley. What's that?
Oh, it's so good.
Okay, on what streaming platform? What are we?
SVT Play. That's Swedish, but you can watch it on BritBox as well.
Bitbox.
It's
Britbox. Okay.
Beatbox.
Bibbidi bop boppity boo boo.
I watched beatboxing for about 4 hours yesterday.
Yes, on YouTube.
My favorite thing to watch.
My favorite beatboxing.
That's how I chill.
Yes, yes.
Beatbox
Like-
and chill.
In the groove with your doobie.
With my fat doobie.
With your fat doobie. And then you take a doobie
Maybe it's
doobs.
not even called doobie.
What do I know? What do we know? Don't question me, corner. Next week. No, 2 weeks. We'll see you then.
We got you. You got us.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let me hear it.
But let me finish talking about Happy Valley.
Okay, Happy Valley. Get on it.
It's
Is it that kind of costume drama thing?
no,
about?
stop it.
You love those.
I love those.
Oh.
But no, this is not Midsummer Murders, but what are those called? Krim.
Yeah, exactly.
Criminal.
Yes, exactly.
What is it called?
Those
Detective
British detective show, like those British.
Kind of. She's a cop.
Yeah, okay.
She's a copper. Yeah. This was episode. This was season 3.
Okay,
It's so good. It's
me.
dark.
it's dark.
It's dark.
Because often those like detective shows, but this is more
You're
modern.
thinking Midsummer Murders.
Yes, they're like they're
those are cozy.
yeah, they're cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
You
is,
know what you get.
but this is dark.
This is dark.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Just like Marcella. Have you seen Marcella?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh,
either.
that's also dark. That's
Okay.
Netflix.
That's dark too. Okay,
Super
okay.
dark.
Mm-hmm.
What we got here?
I don't know. She's looking up in the roof. It's some kind of flying ant thingamabobs, I think.
So gross,
I
man.
think it's cute.
This season is gross.
Oh my, I love it. I love everything. This
I
is when I
love
live.
that.
This is when my soul lives.
Oh no! So the rest
Yes,
of the year, your
yes,
soul is like
yes,
lost.
Yes, yes,
It's suddenly a
yes, yes,
Just, oh,
yes. Okay, tell me.
okay. This one is called Marinated, and it's written by Rosa Linda Salinas Hultman.
Ooh, a send-in.
No, this is on her webpage.
Okay, so you poked her with a stick.
I have asked her. She hasn't answered yet.
Okay, so she'll just have to
She will say
live
yes.
with it.
Yes.
It's your mother, so
It's called Marinated.
okay.
Sitting among a group of friends and fellow writers that I had not seen in a long time, I was asked by one of them, "Why don't you age like the rest of us?"
Yeah.
A friend sitting next to me excitedly asked, "Ooh, can I answer the question?" I must have looked surprised. I'm guessing because I can't see myself, of course. Because she looked straight at me and gladly reminded me of my answer to the same question she had asked many years before. Okay, I thought, and told her to go right ahead, and she proceeded to inform the group that my anti-aging cure was all the alcohol I had consumed when I was younger.
Okay.
It had acted as a
Preservative?
Thank you. It had acted as a preservative, or the exact words that were told to me, "You were marinated."
Yes.
I realized, yes, that was the answer I gave her, but quickly informed her and the others that those words were not my words. I was being described by a person that loved me dearly. Whether it was a joke or not, those words were quite harsh, but I had to admit that it is exactly how it felt, preserved in a time that was neither healthy or wise. I started drinking at 19, and I didn't stop until I was 28. But I would like to start with a little background. I come from families of alcoholics, from both sides. Our mother and her siblings never drank or smoked because of their drunken, abusive father. And if our father showed the slightest sign that he had been drinking to the point of smiling a very familiar smile, he was in great trouble with our mother. And there you have it. Our father, who could not hold his liquor, only drank when his friends got a hold of him, which was not very often because of our mother. But once he was on his own, only age had stopped him. As for myself, the stories are many. Did I realize that I drank too much, or that I was always drunk, or maybe I should say that I was a functioning drunk? I think I worked, drove, and socialized, and no one told me stop or you're drinking too much. The journey has been long, the learning experience very hard, and the loss of those years irretrievable. To make a choice not to drink is not an easy one, and the support of others is very important. But the biggest challenge is depending on and believing in myself. I remember telling a fellow traveler, alcoholic traveler, I believe, I'm so mad at all those people that did not say anything to me about my behavior. He looked at me with a smirk. And would you have listened? He asked. He had been told, threatened by his wife and family, and yet it took years before he was ready to change. Painful, he would call it, and I agree. Not a day passes without the desire to drown my sorrows in my beloved scotch, believing that when the bottle is empty, life will be much better. I do not travel this road alone. I know that if I were to jump over the rolling walkway railings taking me to my gate in the airport to get a well-needed drink would not be the way to go. I imagine it would feel smooth until I missed the plane and would have to explain why I ended up who knows where. This thought has crossed my mind. I take my marinated anti-aging life with a pinch of salt. Continue this journey with humble steps each day.
Whoa. That is so nice. And that is so brave. I mean, alcoholism is... I think people are starting to talk about it more now. And it should not be shamed in any way. It's a sickness. And it's a daily struggle. For the people who have the sickness. And to be able to talk about it and to tell people about it, it's just so brave.
I think I've always known. No, I mean, I'm sorry. The story is written by my mother.
Yeah.
And I think she has been, I can't remember when a time I didn't know she was a sober alcoholic or whatever you call it, recovering alcoholic. She's pretty open with it. She's like, it would be nice with a scotch right now.
Yeah.
And a cigarette.
And I think that's important to say those things.
Yeah, but she still goes to the bars and stuff like that. And
yeah,
I mean,
that's
strong.
Cool. That's strong.
That is strong.
And people drinking around her, and like, I mean, yeah. Alcohol is such, it's rooted into our social gatherings and everything. It's rooted into, especially in Sweden, I think, and the United States. And Wisconsin, very much so. There's like
it's a drinking state.
Yes, it is a drinking state. I actually looked at one of those maps over where they drink the most alcohol, and I can say that number one was then when I looked at it, it was Wisconsin. Because when my husband, your brother, lived there, I got shocked coming from Sweden, where we drink at our celebrations, but then we drink a lot. People get super drunk.
Yeah.
But there they drank every day. It was like, you came home from work, you took a beer, you grabbed a beer, and you could drink in the car ride home. I rode in cars with people who had some beers. I mean, and for me, that's just so foreign.
Here's a zero tolerance.
Yes, zero tolerance. And you can actually...
You cannot have anything in your bloodstream.
No, not at all.
or very, very little.
It happens that people do the drinking and driving. Of course, it happens all over the world. But I mean, if you get caught, I mean, our tolerance. I mean, if you do those tests where you blow into the little straw and stuff, and you have just a little cinch of it, you can lose your license. But in America, it's like, what is it? 0.8 or something?
I don't know, but it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's like you're drunk.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have so many stories to tell you.
yes.
But that's for another time.
That's for another
I
time,
think
man.
that's for the confession corner.
Yes,
maybe.
yes. You actually made a little jingle for a confessions corner. So if you want to be anonymous, or maybe you want to come straight
Tell
out
us
of the
your
closet,
secrets. You want to just let stuff go.
yeah, you can tell us. I mean, we won't tell anyone.
We won't tell
No,
a soul.
we won't tell a soul. Come on.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's culture. Nowadays, you see, I mean, almost every single show you see on TV, they drink.
Yeah.
It's a beer or a glass of wine. Movies also, American movies and series. So it's, I mean, that's how they live their lives. While in Sweden, we have one place we can go and buy alcohol over a certain percentage.
Yeah.
And, oh man, I feel so much like my mother now when I sit like this.
Why?
I can see her.
Yeah,
I can feel her in my body.
Sometimes I can see her very much in your face and how you talk and what you do.
No,
I can totally see it. I can see it in your brother too. It's super fun.
I love my mother. So, you know,
I think she's a brave woman, and I don't think it's the alcohol that makes her look so young, because she's beautiful. And Kiki has the same set of genes, and that you can definitely see.
I also drank a lot of alcohol.
Oh, okay, so you're
for
both
a few years.
preserved. No, but the thing
Marinated.
is, I think it's because she stays young. She's like
She's never still.
She's never still. She's always up to something, and she's like, oh my god, all over the place. And she, I mean, she's full of life. That's how I see her.
Yeah, she's full of life.
And she has a lot of ideas, and she's an artist, and she's I think that's what keeps her young. I think those alcohol
age you. Doesn't that age you?
No, I don't
Being
think
all these
so.
things.
I don't think so, man. Not if you. She doesn't like just stop in the moment, and she's always on to the next thing, you know.
I know.
And you know you
I know.
You grown up with her, so I mean you came out of her womb. So womb.
I'm sorry, but it's called womb.
It's called womb. Womb.
A clear B at the end.
Yes, not a silent B.
No.
It's a very loud B.
Womb.
Yes, it's a very loud B that's hard to I'm also tired now. Jeez.
You got 2 more stories to tell, girl.
Yeah, but okay, let's see how many we can fit into this little show we have here gotten going for us. Well, okay. We don't know if we're gonna be able to do 2 more stories, but I have choices for you. Do you want to hear?
Maybe we should do one.
Maybe
do one more. Should do one.
Should do one. I can feel how I feel about after I talk, but you have to decide. Should I do Bloody Mechanic, or should I do Crazy Carnival?
Whose stories?
They're my stories.
Both
because
of them?
you guys haven't sent us any yet, so they're my stories. So you know it's gonna be 90s, both of them.
Carneval.
You want the carneval?
Yes.
Yes. Well, maybe I will take out my southern twang on this one too. You know it, girl. I don't know. Do you have those things in America, in United States, where you have those traveling carnival things that comes around from town to town?
Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe some states have them more than others.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen one in Wisconsin. I mean, Racine, where I live.
No, you have Six Flags.
But it's not traveling.
No, that's what I mean. You have Six Flags. You don't need any traveling carnival things.
But you know, when you watch movies set in the olden days,
yeah,
they were traveling.
Yes,
folks.
that's true. That's true. Oh, anyways, they're very creepy. Those
with a bearded lady and.
Oh my God! Are
very
you born
strong.
in the 1800s?
But there were traveling carnivals then.
The bearded. Oh yeah. Then. Very then.
Yes.
Then. This is just the ones I'm talking about. Is the ones where there's super loud 90s music still to this day. I will like to bring a text on the phone again because they play that. And they had those spin-a-magoo roundy flubies, you know.
Oh, those are classic.
Yes, classic ones. And they have this...
but they have a bunch of rides.
Yeah, they have a bunch of rides. Everyone is very questionable, and everyone is very clickety-clackety and, like,
what
rusty.
What does clickety-clack mean?
Like, clickety-clack. No, it's, like, wiggly and woggly. And you can see that
it's because they take them down.
Yeah,
and then
many
put them
times.
up.
And you know that nothing... wears things out as like unscrewing things and screwing them together like over and over and over again. So
but maybe we should say this is very common in Sweden.
This is very common in
Sweden. We just
Sweden.
had one here in Kramfors.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you go?
No.
Highly
sensitive person.
Yeah,
with
it's
highly
very much
sensitive
noise.
person kids.
Yes, no, much
and none
noise,
of us
much
like
people.
to get
no
motion sickness.
No, you have a problem with the spinning too, right?
Yeah.
Your kids too, right?
Yeah.
Well, I do not have that
and my
problem.
husband's too scared. So.
I love all the spin-a-bim and the booms, and I love all the ups and downs and here and there's and up and in sky.
So throughout the summer months, like June, July, August, these traveling
carnivals, they
come and stay a few days, like a weekend.
Yeah, a weekend, and we had 2 times a year, and I still think we do. But nowadays I'm a parent, so I'm like, no, there's no carnival in town because it costs a lot of money, and I actually am afraid that they were gonna die. So
what? No, that's not. That's you don't hear anything. No, you don't hear that's a carnival here. No. You smell cotton candy.
Yeah, no. It must be in your head. Maybe we should take you to the doctor. I don't know.
No.
But also, when these carnivals come, they often like put it together with this traveling, like what's it called? Marknad. What's it called in English? Like people sell their stuff like it's like those super cheap necklaces and like bags that says Gnucci instead of Gucci and those kind of things. Anyways, it was a big deal when I was a kid, and I was in 4th grade, I think, so like around 11 years old. And I've been there
It's a fair.
It's a fair, yeah. It's a fair, and there's a traveling carnival. So you went there, you bought those like long gummy worm things, and you were hopped up in sugar. You spent all your allowance on these tickets to go on the rides, and you were there the whole day. And the day before, this was a Friday, I went there after school with my friends, and we went on many rides. And the other day, the Saturday, I wanted to take my mom. So I wanted to see how brave I was. I could go on all the rides. And
you took your mom?
I took
she
my
didn't
mom.
take you?
No. Yeah,
how old were
she
you?
probably took me too, but I was around like 11, 12, something
Okay,
like
so
that.
your mom took you to the carnival.
First, I was there alone with my friends, and we went around. And my favorite was Virvelvinden. It's like
a tornado.
The tornado, it's called. It's like you go up and down in a round circle in this like round little train cart thing that spins on itself around, round, and there's people up on this that gives you pushes so you can spin super fast. But the ride I took my mom on was this ship. I guess the ship that it goes like horizontally, or is that vertical? I don't know. It goes. It's like a big swing.
Vertical is like this.
Oh no, it's not vertical. It swings like a swing set. Yes, a big swing set, but it's
like
a ship.
Hammock.
Yes, like a hammock. Exactly.
Hammock.
Yeah, I don't know. Hammock back, and then it goes straight up in the air, and it goes down, and it goes up in the other side, and it's super fun.
And you think you're gonna die?
Yeah, but I love those things.
Well, I don't.
So I got my mom, and I said, we're going to sit on the best spot, which is on the top of the ship.
No.
Yeah. So.
That's horrible of you.
What?
I can't imagine your mother enjoying that.
No, she hated it. She hates those things. But my dad, he only liked the spinner roots things about. So we went on those. You're going to hear me burp more than one time, so just hold on, people. Anyways, we sit down, and I'm so excited. I'm like, Mom, you're going to love this. And she looks like she already wants to die.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And we take this bar that you fold over yourself down by your lap. And the guy comes over and he like strap it and pull. And the ride starts. But then we hear a click.
What do you mean?
It sounds click.
Why?
Because the bar unhooked itself.
Your bar.
Yeah, my bar. My mom's and my bar. The electronic lock thing unclicked. And we are going up straight. But then sometimes in this ride you are vertical.
Yes.
When you're like
that's the point. Yeah.
in the tippity top.
Uh-huh.
And
Did you fall out and you're actually dead and you're a ghost?
Yes. That's the end of the story. Don't ruin it for people.
Think I'm so weird.
Don't ruin this. My mom notices, and I'm a small little 11-year-old that starts to glide on these plastic seats that are like
off.
Yes, I'm slipping, and I'm slipping under the bar.
No,
my mom leans on the bar with all of her weight, and she's not. She's a '90s mom. It's like Weight Watchers and everything. She's not that big. She can't hold that bar down. But then we call her the Skåne anger, the southern Swedish wrath. The sudden Swedish anger. The monster of Skåne.
Not anchor.
No, not anchor. Anger. And when my mom gets angry or scared.
I thought you were talking about someone else.
No, this is my mom. My mom. Imagine 90s techno music up to this amp goes to 11. This is not 10. This is the loudest you can have it. And you're up in the air. Oh you're swinging down and up and down and up.
And
my mom right screams in her accent that will not come up. You stop this ride, you motherfuckers! Stop this ride! Stop it right now! And the thing is, no one could have heard us ever. But my mom's voice, it carried. And I promise you that her eyes were shooting freaking lasers down to this poor man that was standing there pressing the on button on this ride. And he got them. She screamed on top of her lungs. And I was actually having the bar up by my shin by then.
Oh my God.
Like
this is
almost
horrible.
like, help me. And mom's like, stop this ride or I'll kill you. And the ride stopped. And everyone was so mad at us. And
you almost died.
Yeah, but no one cared. Hey, they spent their tickets. Then they were expensive. That's why I never take my own kids. They spent their tickets to go on this ride.
You can go again.
I hope so. No, they actually closed it because it was
well, yeah,
it's
a death trap.
Yeah. So the moral of this story is
don't take your kids anywhere.
No, take your angry Skåne mom to
don't go on
the
rides.
Carnivals.
Don't go on rides.
Okay. The moral of the story
the moral
could be,
of the story is
don't go.
Stay on the ground.
No, I love carnivals, but don't go to the traveling ones. Well, last summer, or like 3 summers ago, one of those started to set on fire. One of those little
on the traveling one.
Yeah, it was a small. What's it called? Berg-och-dalbana. What's it called?
Roller coaster.
Oh yeah, small roller coaster for like the small kids. It started to it set on fire just after we went on it.
You mean an amusement park?
Yeah, traveling amusement park.
No,
traveling carnival, but amusement parks.
Yeah.
Yes, I love them. This has not given me some kind of PTSD. I still go on all the rides.
I think it has.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, so you have a lot of trauma.
Yeah, I do.
If we go back to 2 weeks ago when you told us about the April Fools.
I have a lot of trauma stories. Yes,
that was horrible.
Yeah,
and now this, when you almost slid out of your seat.
I almost died, but I was so happy when I got down because
my
mom.
God, Lotta, you're so so...
Because my mom saved me.
You like to stare death
She
in the
was my
eye, man.
hero, and I saved. And then I went
That
to the...
doesn't scare the bejeebus out of you.
No.
But someone making a joke up about virus going into your system and killing you.
That traumatized me.
Well, you almost died on this ride.
Yeah, but still, I mean,
my
I almost died from a makeup computer virus too. But I mean, I'm still using computers.
Yeah, but not excitingly. I mean, computers you need.
Yeah, you need
nowadays.
them.
Nowadays, in the 90s, you didn't need them. Now you need them.
But I still need a good ride too.
Yeah, you do.
I need a good ride.
Yeah, you do.
My husband, your brother.
Ew.
No, but I love it. I love roller coasters.
No.
I love it.
No.
It's the best ever. I love it. I will never ever stop loving it.
Well, I have a carnival story.
Oh, you do?
No, amusement park story.
Do you want to tell it?
No.
Why?
It's not that fun. It's super short.
Okay.
So I got my gallbladder removed 2004.
The end. That's all.
And that was it.
Yes. 2004.
We're back in 2004. I got my gallbladder removed. It wasn't working. They told me it was lazy. Just like my thyroid. They tell me my thyroid is lazy. I don't know what's up with this body, but it's lazy. Anyways, so, and then that summer, I removed it in around Christmas, New Year's, between there. And then that spring or summer, we went to Six Flags Great America.
Oh, I wish I was there. Okay, tell me more.
And we went on many rides because I didn't get sick on rides back then. But we did try this new one also called Superman.
Okay.
Have you heard of Superman?
No, but I've gone on one on Universal that was called the Hulk, but I've never gone on Superman.
You stand like this with your arms.
Yes, that's
like
the only thing. You stand and make the Hulk faces, and everyone's like, "Yay, take my money, yay!"
Anywho, standing in line, we get on, and you stand up. So you have this thing up your hoo-ha. You have that thing down over your chest.
I love
area.
to be strapped over the
I
shoulders.
like to be strapped as well.
You like to be strapped down, girlfriend.
Anyways, and you can hold on. But the thing is, before it starts, it flips you.
Oh, it tilts you. Oh my God, it's a tilty one.
It tilts me.
Oh,
it tilts you on your stomach. So you're like Superman.
Yes,
so you can hold out your arm if you want to and stuff like that.
Is it one of those like free fall ones?
No.
No, it's not. Okay.
So.
Okay.
It hadn't been that long after my surgery.
Oh no. Okay.
So it's not that bad.
Okay.
But the thing is, it starts. I always think I'm going to die. Yeah. I call out for my mother, Jesus, God, anyone who will listen and save my life.
That's a little bit of thing with it. Yeah. Okay.
So then it does this loopy loop.
Oh, okay.
So at one point, you're on your back.
Okay, yeah.
And then you go on your
looking
stomach
up in the
again.
sky?
Yeah, you're looking up at the sky, laying down.
Okay.
And the thing is, it feels like my whole insides are going to rip out of my body.
Oh my God.
It was horrible. I thought I was
no.
going to pass out. It was so painful.
Oh my
because
God.
I think I wasn't my healing process wasn't done yet.
No.
And it was so horrible. So I went up and it did this loop. I'm like,
I can see it. I can see it. She's like rolling her eyes up into her head and she's like doing this, guttural. You can hear the scream, but Mother!
Forgive me!
Forgive me for my sins!
And I think that's actually the last.
I was just going to ask.
That's the last ride I ever went on.
Oh my God, jeez.
It wasn't that good of a story, but
it was a good of a story. I love it. And the only thing I could think of, I want to go on that ride.
It's horrible.
Sounds like the most wonderful thing.
And you're like, yay, let's do it again. I'm like, no.
No, thank you. I'm going to go eat some corn dogs.
I have never had a corn dog.
You never had a corn dog? I never had a corn dog either, but I can imagine how it tastes. It feels like I have had one. Maybe in my former
And I have never had a
life.
candied apple.
It
feels so American.
It feels like it's not good, man. I mean, a warm apple. covered in caramel and nuts.
That's
No.
probably super delicious.
No, the first bite, the caramel part, and maybe some of the apple, but then after a while, you only have a mushy apple to eat. That's
Cotton
warm.
candy is so much better.
Well, ew.
Cotton candy, man.
Brother, ugh.
That's so nasty.
Ugh. Cotton candy, no, it's good. It's good when they have them on the drinks and fancy bars where they have this cotton candy floof
I
on
don't
top.
even know how we're friends. We're so
My
different.
God, we're so different. Maybe that's why we complete each other.
I just
Maybe.
need to tell you something funny. Lotta
Tell me.
comes into our house. She goes into one of our living rooms.
Yes, one.
Because we have two.
the master living room with the open fireplace. Yes.
And the doors
Yes, the doors and the butler
and the window.
who only stands there and stares at us. I don't know him, the butler. Okay.
I don't know who he is either.
I walk in there, yes.
Yes. And then she goes like this to my husband. Do you hate me?
First we had this conversation about something, and in the middle of the conversation I asked him if he hated me.
Yeah.
Because he sounded so...
What did he say?
He said no. He said no, and then he did this. He has a smile that's a little secretive smile.
Yeah.
And that only made me think that he hated me even more.
Which he does not do.
Do you hate me, Eddie? I could yell up from the studio. Hey, babe, don't hate me. Oh my God, are we gonna wrap this up?
Wrap it up.
Are we gonna?
Burrito rainbow.
Yeah.
Forever.
Is this-
and ever.
Is this something
Wrap
you make
it
up? Wrap it up. Yeah.
Burrito rainbow.
Oh.
Forever and ever. Haven't
And
you heard?
inside it's full of cotton candy, and Kiki sings with joy and glee. No, I haven't heard that song. What song is
I
that?
love your emotion with your
Yeah.
body as well. You never heard that song?
No.
Burrito Rainbow.
No,
Your
you-
kids will love it.
You just made it up.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Burrito Rainbow.
I will check it. Have you heard
it-
Rainbow Poosan?
No.
Here comes the Pooh, Rainbow Poosan, it's his name.
That you have
Here
made up.
comes the Pooh. No,
You and my brother.
YouTube it. It's super
Because
fun.
you guys sing about everything you do.
Yes, we do. I have, but I have a private Instagram, so you can't see it. But I when I was home and almost going totally insane by being home alone with our twin daughters when they were little babies, I made up
I thought you were going to
songs.
say bitches.
No. Then I made out songs about everything they did. Like they woke up, and I sang about you are awake, but your sisters are asleep. La 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 la. And I have a tag where it goes like Improv Master 2000. I ended my songs with Improv Master 2000 every time.
I don't remember.
It was golden days. Any hoot, follow us on Instagram.
Rate and review us.
And on YouTube also. We are called podmycrazyfamilytree on Instagram and YouTube. And Patreon, I'm actually working on the Patreon. If you want to give us a little bit of your money so we can keep this going. And Kiki has no job, so come on, give us some money.
I am poor.
Who isn't poor these days?
Everyone is poor.
Everyone is poor these days. Oh my God, it's like the Great Depression all over again. Anyways, follow us there too, or spend some money on us. Patreon.com.
Rate and review us on all the places. you
Yes,
can.
please do. And I see that actually people have done that. They gave so far we have 6 ratings on Spotify.
I'm one of them, and I gave us a 5-star
Woo!
review.
I would be a little bit mad if you only gave us like a 3 or something like
3
that.
and a half.
So that's very important. If you want to keep this going, if you give us a listen, just take your how long does it take? Like 15 seconds to blippity blop.
If even.
Just take those 15 seconds to help us
You made an
propel
instruction
this
movie.
forward. Yes, I actually did. So if you don't know how to watch the movie, until then, keep the crazy coming. Send us your emails.
What a crazy two, a crazy hey!
Crazy family.
You've been listening to My Crazy Family Tree. Follow us on Instagram, podmycrazyfamilytree, on YouTube, podmycrazyfamilytree, and on Patreon, My Crazy Family Tree. And don't forget to send in your stories to podmycrazyfamilytree@gmail.com.
Oh, you think that one is crazy? Let me tell you a story.